Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft. Oh, I just fell in the void. Okay, then. Well, we're back with another Minecraft video. I know. You'll have probably given up on Minecraft and are playing either Minecraft Dungeons or Animal Crossing or something else, but this is all I could think of, so this is all you're getting. I have come up with another redstone contraption. Well, it's not exactly come up with. I didn't invent the contraption, and this isn't my first time showcasing it, but either way, it's a new build. I hinted at it in my last Minecraft video on redstone basics, pulse shorteners, and all that. I will put a link to that in the video description in case you want to check it out. But, basically, for those of you who do not know, this is an ender pearl stasis chamber. And those of you who really don't know, that is an ender pearl. When you throw it and it lands, you teleport to where it landed. Now, this has great application for teleporting in survival mode, teleporting to wherever you want. So basically you set one of these up and then teleport back to wherever it is whenever you want. Now, there are, unfortunately, a few limitations, but I will be getting into that in a minute. Basically, all you need is a sticky piston, 2 sticky pistons, 1 redstone block, a few slime blocks, and a lever. And an ender pearl, obviously, and some water, and some soul sand. So it's actually super duper simple to build. You dig 3 blocks down. I'm in a super flat world, so I have to break that piece of bedrock, but if you're building this in a regular world, you wouldn't have to break a piece of bedrock. Now just do that, dig down 4 blocks, place soul sand, 2 blocks in this direction, place a sticky piston, and just a regular block in front of the sticky piston, place a lever on that block, a piston there, slime blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could probably do with a few less slime blocks than that, but that is just what I like to do. You don't need to put a diamond block here, you could put a dirt block there if you want. Doesn't really matter. And place water there, and bada bing bada boom, you have an ender pearl stasis chamber already. Now, to use it, just flick this lever, make sure that is on, or off, I guess, sort of, and you just need to throw the ender pearl. Oh, I got it first time. It doesn't always happen first time, sometimes you need to try a couple times, so you will waste a few ender pearls with this, but it's really not that bad. So you flick that lever to open that up. Now the bubble column is going upwards. Now you flick this to turn that off, and the ender pearl gets stuck in the bubble column. And the reason why you can't just stand the bubble column and throw an ender pearl upwards is because even when you're looking directly upwards, there's still a little bit of forward momentum. See, I'm in this hole, looking directly upwards, and it won't come directly back down. It'll go like a few blocks forward. See? And those few blocks make a huge difference when you're trying to keep the ender pearl from moving at all. So this, when it gets caught in the slime blocks, that cancels out all horizontal momentum and just leaves it with vertical momentum, which continually gives it vertical momentum to keep it upwards. The bubble column keeps the ender pearl upwards. And when you want to teleport back, you need to flick this lever. Now, obviously, the limitations are that you need someone to manually flick the lever. You can't just do it remotely like you can with some designs in the Java edition. There's no form of chunk loading in Bedrock edition that I know of. If you guys know how to make any kind of chunk loader that keeps chunks loaded even when you're not nearby, that would be very helpful, and please tell me about it so I can see how that works. Now, the major problem with this is that if you say have an ender pearl stasis, you see that's what happens a lot of the time. If you have an ender pearl stasis and then you fly far away till the chunks are unloaded. Yeah, I'm just gonna go away. And obviously you don't have to fly to unload the chunks. If you just go a really long distance away, then the chunks will unload. And this is 100% a glitch and may be fixed in a future update. But the problem is that when you unload an ender pearl, it loses its data. See, it's still there, but if I break the ender pearl, okay, I guess I didn't fly far enough away. Sorry, I will try that again. Okay, I'm just gonna cut out me flying really far away. Okay, I flew away, and then I came back, and the ender pearl is still here, and I flicked the lever, and nothing happens. In case you were wondering what was happening with the other machine, I rebuilt the machine somewhere else in my world, and what was happening with the other machine was I built it in my spawn chunks. So, and what that means is whenever you build something close enough to spawn, to like your spawn location, where you spawn in the first time you enter your world, or where you spawn in when you die, if your like bed was destroyed or something like that. That's basically what the spawn chunks is. And in the spawn chunks, everything is always loaded. So if you were to build this machine in your spawn chunks, or close enough to spawn, then you could, technically, I suppose, actually be able to unload this, but there's not really that much point in needing to unload this to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. But you could. And another thing, you could remove the water, or just not flick this lever, leave this on. Just leave that on, and then walk away. And once you get unloaded, once it gets unloaded, you get teleported back, because redstone stops functioning at a certain point, and then redstone stops functioning before entities do, and the bubble columns, I believe the term is lazy chunks. Whenever you're like far enough away, but not when you're like far away, but not that far, then these chunks, the chunks that the machine is in, become lazy chunks. And basically what that means is that only some things process within these chunks. And redstone is one of the things that doesn't process in a lazy chunk, but entities do. So the bubble column is an entity, the same as the ender pearl is. So yeah. Now, practical applications of this. Mostly the only practical application of this I could actually think of would be, I suppose, PvP or something like that. Like on a PvP server, you have the ender pearl stasis, and you have one person staying at like the headquarters thing, and you, the person who threw the ender pearl, is like going to an enemy or something, and you're fighting, you're about to die, and then they just flick the lever to to make you teleport back to the base. Now, keep in mind, when you're in survival mode, teleporting with an ender pearl deals a few hearts of damage. So if you're on super low HP and then use this, you might die. So yeah, that's a thing. And I did not come up with the design for this aligner. This, like, alignment cage thing. The piston and the slime blocks, I got that from someone else, and I will link their video in the description. Go check it out. Basically, I improved upon their design because whenever you unload this machine, it instantly teleports you back, and you might not want that. And that is not a glitch. That happening is not a glitch. That's just the way Minecraft works. Now, the Ender Pearl forgetting who you are is 100% glitch and was fixed in the Java edition a while back, and I think it will eventually be fixed over here on the Bedrock edition. But that's about all I have time for now. Thank you for watching. This has been The Brain, signing off. Goodbye.